We are still on volume and area question. Let's have a look at part B of that question. Show that the surface area of B, so here we had a shape of B, and B is a cuboid with the dimension of 5, 6, and y, as we can see it here. So show that the surface area of B is, and then we have an expression for that. So first of all, when they are saying show something, that means we know where we have to end up. This is where we have to end up. That's where we are going. What is that we have to show? The surface area. So let's consider, oops, something got here, shouldn't be here. So let's consider the surface area of this shape. So with the first one that we see in front, we know it is a rectangle, and the dimension here, because we are talking about the area, will be what? Y. And then here the height will be 5. Okay, so that one of them. Now, I have two of those, isn't it? One in the front, one in the back. Then we have the side here, the smaller rectangle, and the dimension here will be what? 5 and 6. So 5 and 6. And again, we're going to have two of them. And then the last one is the one on the top. So again, a different shape of a rectangle. And this dimension here, that's what? That's my y. And then this dimension here, as we can see, that's 6. And again, there will be two of them. So all of those faces added together will create the full area of B. Okay, so how do I calculate an area of a rectangle? I multiply one side by the other side. That means y multiplied by 5 and multiply by 2 because I have two of those. And therefore plus, again, 6 multiplied by 5 and again multiply by 2 because I have two of them. And therefore plus y multiplied by 6 and again multiply by 2 because I have two of them. Okay, so I'm saying, what can I do here? I know that's where I am going. Well, I can multiply the numbers here, isn't it? 5 multiplied by 2, that will be 10. So I have 10y plus 6 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 2. We put that in the calculator and we get that is 60 plus 6 multiplied by 2, that is 12y. So again, I have to have one value of y. So my 10y and my 12y together, that will be 22y. And then plus 60. So this is an expression for an area, the surface area of B. Okay, let's have a look at part 2 of that part B. So part 2, the surface area of B is 269 centimeters square. Work out the value of y. So again, how did they find the surface area of that B? How did they got that answer? That's how they got, because the surface area of that shape B will be my 22y plus 60, isn't it? That's what we find out. So we know this value now here. So that is 269, and that equal 22y plus 60. Where am I going with my calculation? I want to find the value of y. What does that mean? Y have to be on its own. Therefore, that 60 has to go and that's 22 has to go. How do I get rid of that 60? We take it to the other side of the equation and therefore change the sign. 269 is already here. When I take plus 60 to the other side, change the sign minus 60. And then what I have left here is 22y. 22y means what? 22 multiplied by y. Now, I don't want 22 multiplied by y. I want value of y. How do I get rid of that multiplication? By dividing, and therefore dividing both sides of the equation, because 22 divided by 22, that's 1. 1 multiplied by y is y. So we have only y on this side of the equation and then numbers on the other side. And when we put all these numbers to our calculator, press equal, we get that 9.5, that's the value of y. Again, volume and area, always on your junior cert exam and as well on your leaving cert exam. Therefore, it is important area to know.